Hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. Today I'm super excited to bring you along for a Dipcember video. So Angela over at the Inquisitive Farm Wife has invited me into this collaboration and I'm super thankful. Thank you, Angela. I wanted to kind of step outside the normal, artichoke dip and the I don't know, the cottage cheese dip, onion dip, that kind of thing, and really bring something that is so delicious. And you can do it with almost everything you should have in your pantry, in my opinion. So we need a chicken, and I'm gonna use canned chicken. You could use chicken that you've cooked and shred that up. I would shred it and chop it because it's a dip. You don't want a big piece of stringy chicken. And these were cut in chunks, so it will be perfect. It will shred perfectly. I've got some boar's head deli ham that I cut up, and I've got mayonnaise, Swiss cheese, mozzarella, some Dijon mustard, and cream cheese. So easy, so divine. And we're gonna have it on pretzel thins, but you could do it on Ritz crackers, you could do it on a crusty baguette. I've had it several different ways and it's always wonderful. So come on in, I will leave all the information on this collaboration. Plus there's gonna be a giveaway. I myself and Beth over at the Miller Life Kitchen will be giving away I think she's giving away a $25 gift card. I am going to be giving a book on dips. So you're going to get a book full of recipes on dips. I'll order it on Amazon for the US only and send it off to you. So good luck to everybody. Leave a heartfelt comment on everyone's video through the month of December, because that's how Angela is going to pick the winners of her collaboration. So she'll pick a random video and a random comment, and I hope one of my subscribers wins both of them. Anyways, if you're not subscribed, my name is Linda. I'm here at Linda's Pantry. I do cooking, canning, gardening, DIY projects, and I love to be involved with collaborations with other YouTube creators that are just fantastic. And there's several of them in this collaboration that are very dear friends of mine as well, including Angela. All right, so let's get to making the dip. I'll bring you in, we'll get this bit done. And as you can see, I don't have an oven yet. We do have the gas lines plumbed, maybe this weekend, fingers crossed. I have an oven, it's just not in yet. And so I'll be using the 3-in-1 microwave oven. A lot of you had been asking about it, so I will try to link one down in the description box, but it does air fry, it bakes, as well as microwave. So we're gonna bake it in there because that's all I have. Okay, so it's gonna be a hot dip. Let's get busy and get to making some dip. Come on, Dipcember. It's what it's all about. Throughout the month of December and into the new year, and then into football, the Super Bowl, you're gonna be making some dips. Yeah, you're gonna have so many new ideas, and you have the possibility of getting a cookbook that you'll have them all at your fingertips. All right, guys, come on in. So I'm gonna catch you up to speed. I did open my jar of chicken, and I've kind of done a little bit of shredding. I'm gonna use about half this jar. I'm not making, if I was making for Super Bowl or anything like that, I would have done the whole package. I bought like a half a pound of boar's head, black forest ham. I would use the whole thing, and I'd use the whole jar of chicken. But because I'm just doing a small batch, and I'm actually gonna freeze a little bit of this to bring out at Christmas, because that's still a couple weeks away. So then we can have it and we can share. I can share or give it as a gift, and they can bake it off, because I have some cute little foil pans. So, okay, so I've shredded some of the chicken, and I had to kind of start over because my husband came in and the dogs lost their mind. So in my bowl, I have a half a block of softened cream cheese. Let me get you in close. Sorry about that. Half a block of softened cream cheese, a third of a cup of mayonnaise. And this mayonnaise is going to help keep it a little bit loose, but it will also souffle a little bit. And I don't know if you've ever had casseroles or anything like that that souffle with the mayonnaise. And then I want a couple tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Whoop. Let's see if I can get that out of there. We'll go heaping on this one, shy on the other one, and we'll get that all out. And I'm sorry it's clanging around here. I do apologize. Somebody said in a couple videos that they couldn't hear me, that my mic wasn't working, but when I edit, I double check all of the volume and make sure I give you guys as much volume as I can. So if there's something going on and you know what it is, then, let me know. All right. And for those of you that are new, the reason I don't have a stove is because we're in the middle of a full house remodel. And right now we're on the kitchen and dining room and living room and bake center. So when we go into the bake center, you're going to see that there's sheetrock and not finished walls because we're going to be doing shiplap in there. So my multifunction microwave is in there. So just mix up your mayonnaise, your Dijon, and your cream cheese all together till you get it pretty well mixed, just like that. I'm going to grab some salt and pepper, and you're not going to need a lot because the deli ham has salt and the cheese has salt. Just a little bit of couple grinds of Himalayan pink salt, and I like pepper. And I love this. These grinders grind it nice and fine. Obviously, I can adjust this, and so maybe 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. Do it to your liking, for sure. Okay, now we've got that. We're gonna go ahead and I've got a cup of. I didn't grate my Swiss cheese. I had sliced Swiss cheese, and so I just cut it up into little cubes. It's going to melt in there, and you're going to get pockets of cheese. It's going to be wonderful. So let me get this over there in the sink, and I'm going to grab a bench scraper to help me scoop. And okay, so is everybody ready for the holidays? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to get the ham in here. I hope this bowl's big enough. The ham, and that was, like I said, it was 2 big slices. I would say that was 2/3 of a cup to 3/4 of a cup of ham. And now we're gonna grab our chicken, and we want about half, so we want about a cup of shredded chicken. And I'll leave a recipe down below for you so you can really figure this one out. And the rest of this chicken, trust me, it won't go to waste. I'll make chicken salad or chicken soup. It just is so handy to have that shelf-stable chicken. In fact, I'm going to put the broth right back in that jar, and I'll use it for something. Okay, we'll set that aside and get my cheese mixed in, and that's a whole cup of cubed up and or shredded Swiss cheese. And this is really good Swiss cheese. I get this right next to the boar's head. And then you're just going to get this mixed up as good as you can, right? I might have went a little heavy on the cheese, but it's a dip and it's cheesy. Cheesy, part cheesy. Okay. Doesn't that look good already? Oh my gosh. How easy is that? Okay, chicken cordon bleu. Oh yeah. Get from down at the bottom, bring up all that creamy goodness, and there you go. Okay, and the cream cheese is really for a binder, so more than anything. And now I've got my cute little ramekin here, and I don't feel like I need to spray it because I've got mayonnaise, and I don't know, maybe I will. I've got mayonnaise and cream cheese, but I don't want it to stick either. Okay, there we go. It should not stick now. And we're gonna get this in this ramekin. And you can top this. If I was gonna serve this hot today, you could put panko breadcrumbs or even, oh, what would you, or Ritz cracker crumbs as a topping. You can do that. You can make a panko and butter topping, but I'm not gonna do that because I feel like I don't need to do that. So these, I'm gonna fill up. I don't know if I need 3, but I'm gonna get these filled. These are the ones that are gonna go into the freezer. And then that way I can bring it out for a charcuterie situation. Okay, that's about right for that. Don't fill it up too full because you're gonna put cheese on top when you unwrap these. And that can go in the freezer. Okay, good. I have enough for 2. We'll leave that one aside. So see, I'm getting my dips ready ahead. So it's make ahead for the Super Bowl, Christmas, New Year's. I'm gonna be dip ready. And we'll be doing good if we can eat all this here in the next few days. Especially since I have oral surgery tomorrow, and I will be on a soft diet, but I don't know if this is going to be part of it. But we'll see. Okay. I'll clean this up, and we'll put foil on those, and it'll be ready. Okay. Let me get the dirty dishes over into the sink, and I have a half a cup of mozzarella. I want to get that for this just a little bit. It just gives it a nice melty top, you know, and it'll make it look really pretty. These get a little bit of mozzarella as well. So the cup is for the whole recipe. And there we go. We are golden. Okay. I have to be even, Steven. Okay. Yeah. And I think we're good. Okay. So now we're going to put this one into, you don't want to go too hot or your cream cheese will kind of curdle a little bit, and we don't want that. We don't want it to get grainy. So we're going to cook this, we're going to bake this at 300 to 325. That oven I'm still getting used to, so I'm going to start it at 300, and I'll let you know how long it takes in that little oven, but 300 for probably 20 minutes. See where we're at. As soon as this is browning, we should be golden. And everything's bubbly, and we'll come back and give you a taste test. I'm so excited. Let me take you over and show you how that little microwave works. Okay, so it's the lighting is not that great in here. He's still got 2 can lights he's going to put in here, and the pendant light is just a soft, warm light. So I hope it's bright enough, and you can see. So this is a Bassani microwave, and it's a 3-in-1. It's got air fry, bake, roast, microwave, convection, micro convection, and it took a little bit of learning curve to make it work. But down in my bottom drawer here, I have the pan that you use for the baking, and it keeps it up off the bottom. And I'm going to preheat that. It has you preheat the oven, so I will set it to bake, and we're going to bake this take this down to 300 and do the timing. I'm going to check it after 20 minutes and see where it's at, and then start. And now it's going to preheat. And I'll turn you around and show you the settings just a second. It'll preheat and then tell me to add the food. Kind of like an air fryer. Some of the air fryers do that. You preheat them and then they tell you when to add the food. This saved my bacon on Thanksgiving because the crock pots were not heating evenly enough and it was not going to be done in time. I had different size turkey thighs, and you can't tell when you buy them in the package, they're all crammed together. So I had one that was the size of a small chicken. It was just a thigh. And I had to take that out and bake it, and I had to bake my rolls in here. Rolls didn't do that great. They didn't get brown enough on the bottom. Maybe if I did, I don't know, maybe if I did micro convection, I'm not sure. But I have to read on that before I try that. So the heating element is on the top, and it gets very hot when you open this. You need oven mitts to get in and out, to get things out. So I'm excited. We're gonna have chicken cordon bleu dip in no time. And so let me show you the controls. Okay, so you can see I've got it set, but it's got bake, air fry, roast, microwave. And if you hit the microwave, then you hit how much power you want to use. Same with when I hit the bake and then I hit start, it asks me for time. So then you just hit the clock, boom, 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 boom. I used it to go to power 2 and put a stick of butter out of the fridge in there for 40 seconds. It's perfectly room temperature soft. I really am enjoying it. I think I spent $89 on this because I didn't want a huge microwave. And I certainly didn't want one above the stove anymore. I don't find any value in that. I can't see in there. If I need to stir the food, yeah, I'm a little short on one end and I just don't want it. So we changed our mind. We're going to do a custom hood. Okay, so it's beeping. Add food, and it says food across there. So you just open it. It does have a lock. I disabled the lock. It does, where you'd have to hit unlock every single time. But if kids were involved, I would leave it engaged. So again, be super careful because it is hot. It's like an oven in there. And now it's got the 20 minutes here. We're gonna hit start, and we'll come back in 20 minutes and check on it. And if it's all nice and bubbly and brown, we're good. I just wanna cook that with the cream cheese. Cooking it a little slower keeps it creamy and not make it turn grainy. Does that make sense? All right, guys. Oh, I'm excited. Tell me what your favorite dip is, or if it's a dip you've never made, maybe I'll make it for you because I love trying out new stuff and sharing it with you. And guys, we've got some Christmas candies coming up that aren't traditional Christmas candies necessarily, but they're candies that you might want to buy at the store, but they've gotten so expensive, and now, boom, we're gonna have homemade, even better. All right. I'll bring you back when that's done, or when we're checking it at 20 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I put this dip away for later, because this is a great way. I order these in stacks of 50. I make mini pot pies. This is honestly the perfect serving for me. I can't eat more than that at one time. These are 5-inch mini pie plates. They make 6-inch too. I kind of wish I would have got the 6-inch, but you can make little miniature pies. You can make miniature pot pies. You can do dips. So I've covered this, and I'm just gonna take this and take my foil. Hopefully you can see. I'm just gonna kind of seal it down on, go get your finger and really seal it down to the rim. And you could freeze it just like this. But I am going to vacuum seal it because I don't want anything to make this spoil it. So I have the WeVac downstairs and the chamber vacuum, which I have a link in the description box below. And you can go, I have a coupon code. You can get some money off. And everyone that has bought a WeVac through my coupon code has just raved about them. And I rave about them because they're fantastic. So these two little party dips, I can bring these out when I have a charcuterie board. I don't have to have a big platter of that. If if you do a charcuterie correctly, you have little bits of everything. So maybe they'll have one cracker with the chicken cordon bleu on it, and then they'll have a cracker with, a clam dip or a shrimp and, seafood dip. Or maybe they'll have a cracker with a little slice of blue cheese and some drizzled honey. So, and then some grapes and some meats and cheeses and all that. You don't need to have a huge dip out there unless you've really got a crowd coming. But for what I foresee coming this year, I foresee this will be just perfect. We are planning a housewarming. Once we get this all done, we're planning a housewarming. This will be fun to have it because I'm going to have an open house. But let's go WeVac these while that is cooking. Okay, so I've turned the WeVac on. I've got one of the larger 8x10 bags. I'm going to put the two chicken cordon bleu dips in here, and they just fit. Ooh. Okay, I think I can do this. Let's see if we can get this to work. And this is so easy to use, you guys. It's been a lifesaver for food preservation and not wasting anything. Holy Moses, it's wonderful. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hit start. Sorry. And because I'm smart backing, and it will take the air out and vacuum seal that down. And then my dip won't be freezer burnt. It's going to be fantastic. So I hope that if you are in the market for a vacuum sealer, I highly recommend getting a chamber vacuum because you can do soups, you can do liquids, you can do anything. I did all of my pumpkin puree this year. I did duck eggs. It's almost done. Sorry, I'm just giving this to you in real time. And we're almost there. Anyway, it's wonderful. And any of you that's purchased a WeVac from my link, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section because everyone else can see. Give us your honest review in the comments, and if there's something you don't like about it, let us know because you can't fix it if you don't know what's broken. Okay, oop, look at me. Okay, I have two Cordon Bleu dips. I'm going to label this, and it is ready. Kind of, it did it like that. It sucked it so hard. It's because there was two in here, but I didn't want to waste a bag. It's okay. It's just foil. It will bend right back when I open it. So these are going to go in the freezer until Christmas and New Year's. So I can take one out, open the bag. This is the beauty of this. I can open the bag, take one out at Christmas, and then at New Year's, if we want the other one, because I can seal it right back up, put it right back in the freezer, and I don't have to thaw this to open it and take one out, right? And then I haven't wasted a bag, and I haven't wasted any food either, because right now food's too expensive to waste. So let's make sure that we save everything we can. So let me get these marked and I'll put them in the freezer. Okay, so I'll tell you what I did. I let this go for about 16 minutes, and I just felt like, yes, it was getting brown on top, but I didn't feel like it was hot all the way through, just around the edges and the top. So I tried the, oh, it's all bubbly. I tried the convection. So I'm gonna take the whole tray out. Oh, look at this. Sizzle. Oh, so beautiful. Don't dump it in your lap, girl. Okay, and this is hot. This is like an oven. So then I put it on a micro convection because this is a microwave safe bowl. I didn't want that down there. Okay, we're gonna take this right off the pan. Get your dip, but look how beautiful that dip looks. Okay, let's go over and give it a taste. I'm gonna take my whole pan here and my tray, and we're gonna go give it a good taste test. Hey guys, are you ready? I'm super excited. So I've got my pretzel thins here, and this dip is still very warm, very, very warm. And I'm just gonna get in here and get myself, oh my gosh. Yes. Whew. My mouth is watering. Yeah, it's warm, but oh, it smells like chicken cordon bleu, for real. Just dropped a piece of ham. Anything to be so great on camera. Okay, here we go. Here's my dip. Yum. Okay. You got that chicken, which is delightful, but then the Black Forest ham really does come through, and you get hit with Swiss cheese. The cream cheese and the mayonnaise is more of a binder than anything. A little bit of Dijon mustard zing in the background, but not a lot. Just perfect, just like what you would have in a chicken cordon bleu. I can tell you what I would like in this as well. I'd like to ramp up my artichoke dip with this. Artichokes in this, artichoke hearts, would be fantastic. I can't wait for my husband to taste it. This is one of my favorite dips. So I just thought about the artichoke hearts. It would be so good to have next to it some artichoke hearts, to put part of that on your cracker as well, and a little bit of that dip. Oh my gosh. Or you could put the artichoke hearts right in the dip. But this is a winner. I'll leave the recipe down in the links or in the description box. I hope you'll leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope you subscribe. I do all kinds of things like this, and I would never post a recipe that isn't delicious, that isn't approved by the whole family. And I've had several that I tried, and then I went, no, and I won't put it on here because I'm not gonna steer you wrong. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you next time. And quite possibly, could be with another dip. I'm so glad I have 2 of them in the freezer, because I could just take them to work. So literally 300 degrees is the perfect temperature for this. It does take a full 20 minutes, but like I said, I changed my microwave from convection oven to micro convection. I don't know what the difference is, but I felt like it got a little bit more heated on the bottom too, instead of just the top and the sides sizzling. You know, I could see it puff up and all the things that needed to happen. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna quit babbling, and we're gonna let the next Dipcember video come out. Don't forget, every day this month, we're gonna have one. So stay tuned, look for that logo, and you'll get all the dips you'll ever need, especially if you win the book. All right, guys, bye. Guys, this dip is crazy good. I hope you'll try it, and I hope that there's a dip that you wanna see, you'll leave me a comment.